Thomas Markle Sr., the father of Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, has been advised that the key to repairing his strained relationship with his daughter lies in pursuing direct and personal communication. At 81 years old and recently facing significant health challenges, including the amputation of his left leg, Thomas has expressed a desire to reconnect with Meghan. However, experts and insiders suggest that shifting away from indirect methods could be crucial in bridging the gap that has existed for years. The estrangement between Thomas and Meghan has been widely publicized, stemming from a series of events around the time of her wedding to Prince Harry. Miscommunications, media involvement, and differing expectations have contributed to the distance. Recently, during Thomas's hospitalization, there was a glimmer of hope for reconciliation, but complications arose due to the methods of contact. Insiders have pointed out that Thomas has historically preferred straightforward, face-to-face or direct conversations. He has found it frustrating to rely on emails, letters, or third-party intermediaries. This preference for personal interaction is seen as a potential pathway forward. If Thomas commits to reaching out directly without involving media or other external parties, it could open doors to meaningful dialogue with Meghan. One particular point of contention has been the role of certain friends or associates in Thomas's life. For instance, his association with a journalist has been cited as a barrier. During his recent health crisis, the presence of this individual reportedly made private communication difficult for Meghan. She attempted to reach out through trusted channels, but the situation was complicated by public scrutiny and ethical concerns regarding privacy. Sources close to the matter have emphasized that dropping certain influences and focusing solely on direct contact could dramatically improve the chances of reconciliation. If he agrees to prioritize personal outreach and sets aside intermediaries, it could repair his shattered relationship with Meghan and change their lives forever, one insider noted. This advice underscores the importance of trust and privacy in family matters, especially when public attention is intense. Thomas himself has voiced a clear wish to hear directly from his daughter during challenging times. He has expressed disappointment when communications came through indirect means, such as letters delivered via others. Maintaining dignity and avoiding public spectacles has been a priority for him, yet the involvement of media figures has often muddied the waters. From Meghan's perspective, efforts have been made to communicate privately despite obstacles. Her team has highlighted the difficulties posed by ongoing media presence around her father. Statements have stressed that ethical boundaries were crossed, making discreet contact challenging. Nevertheless, correspondence was eventually delivered through reliable contacts, ensuring it reached Thomas safely. The broader family dynamics involve not just Thomas and Meghan but also other relatives and the royal household. Meghan's life in the public eye, first as an actress and then as a member of the British royal family before stepping back, has added layers of complexity. Privacy has become a precious commodity, and any reconciliation would likely need to occur away from headlines. Health issues have brought a sense of urgency to the situation. Thomas's recent amputation and recovery process have prompted reflections on family bonds. At his age, time feels more precious, and many hope that this could motivate both sides to extend olive branches. Rebuilding trust would require patience, understanding, and a willingness to forgive past misunderstandings. Communication styles play a significant role here. Thomas's frustration with digital or mediated forms of contact contrasts with the necessities of modern life, especially for someone like Meghan who manages a high-profile existence. Finding a middle ground, perhaps through phone calls or in-person meetings facilitated neutrally, could be transformative. Insiders believe that Caroline, mentioned in context as a friend involved in communications, played a positive role at times by keeping lines open. However, if Thomas decides to distance himself from such figures to align with Meghan's preferences, it might signal his commitment to genuine reconciliation. The potential benefits of mending this relationship are profound. For Thomas, reconnecting with his daughter, son-in-law, and grandchildren could bring joy and fulfillment in his later years. For Meghan, resolving long-standing family tensions might provide emotional closure and peace. Family experts often stress that direct apologies, honest conversations, and setting aside pride are essential steps in healing rifts. Public interest in the Sussex family remains high, but any progress would ideally unfold privately. Speculation and media interference have historically exacerbated issues, so a low-key approach is recommended. Thomas's willingness to adapt his communication habits could be the turning point. In essence, the message to Thomas is clear: prioritize direct, personal contact. Avoid intermediaries, especially those connected to the press, and reach out with sincerity. This strategy, supported by those familiar with the situation, offers the best hope for rebuilding what has been lost over the years. The story of father-daughter relationships under public scrutiny serves as a reminder of how fragile family ties can become when external pressures mount. Yet it also highlights the enduring power of love and forgiveness. If both parties are open to it, direct communication could pave the way for a brighter future together.